Hello and welcome to Wonder WhyZ. My name is Soham and thank you so much for joining in. In this video, we are going to talk about Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 74, which introduced to us the new Hakai or God of Destruction form of Vegeta. And let's just say that things are looking very exciting and we need to talk about this. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a bunch of other stuff. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now honestly, without a shadow of doubt, I can say that this has been one of the greatest chapters of Dragon Ball Super manga so far in a very long time. Because number one, it goes back to the original days of Dragon Ball and it sort of incorporates the story as well as some of the major plot elements, especially considering for the character of Vegeta. This is indeed a Vegeta-centric chapter which we definitely needed in a very long time, and I'm happy that this was executed well enough and things are looking pretty good. I'm not a Vegeta fanboy myself, but I just really love the implications which are being implied here because of this particular chapter. Now, fun fact, this particular new form was actually leaked all the way back on 17th or 18th of July, and initially everyone thought that this was actually fake because at least without the true context of this chapter, at least just looking at this form, we thought that this was just yet another fan art or fake fan art from say something like Dragon Ball AF or some of the other fan mangas which we have had for over years now. I mean, Toyotaro himself worked upon one of those fan arts, so yeah, this is something which we initially thought about because everyone was thinking the very same thing here, that very recently we had the various different forms for Super Saiyan Blue, and now what's next? Is it going to be a Super Saiyan Green, a Super Saiyan Purple, or whatever, anything like that? And so basically what the mangakas might have thought that, okay, what else can we do to make this form different here? Let's just make it similar to the Super Saiyan 3 form and remove the eyebrows. And that's one of the major reasons why a lot of people thought that, okay, this might be a fake leak and this is not actually correct. But turns out this is actually true. This particular scene which you are seeing here on screen was actually leaked, and since then the initial, reaction to it was not really good, but now that the actual chapter is out, the reaction is totally different. I initially wanted to make a video upon this, but I just held off myself because I knew that once the actual chapter is out, maybe we are going to get a different context for it. And yes, I was right about that because context really changes the true form of this particular thing, because now I can say that this form really makes much more sense in my opinion. So before talking about anything else, before talking about the way or matter in which we arrived at this particular form, let's just talk about this form in itself in a pure visual format. So as you can see, especially before this full body page was revealed, we have a section of Vegeta's face, a close-up of Vegeta's face, and it was quite a mimic face. It was not the best looking faces of all time, and because of his sunken cheeks, a lot of people thought that this form might have some sort of a resemblance to Goku's Super Saiyan God form because of its lean muscular mass. But apparently that is not the case anymore, because as we can see here in the full body phase, his muscles are not lean or thin or slim at all. This is quite muscular, this is quite beefy, and it somewhat resembles, I'm not saying that it is entirely resembling, but it somewhat resembles Grade 2 Super Saiyan from all the way back in the Android saga of Dragon Ball Z. It's the body format, at least the musculature is sort of reminding me of that particular thing. But obviously the most defining feature of this form is the lack of the eyebrows. And if I'm not wrong, this also sort of reminds me of the mid-transformation scene from the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. We sort of had this silhouette of a Saiyan body without the eyebrows. Now, as of the recording of this video, we don't really know the significance behind losing the eyebrows. The speculation here is that it might be linked to the God of Destructions themselves, because most of the God of Destructions don't really have an eyebrow. There are only a very few God of Destructions who actually have eyebrows. Most of them lack an eyebrow similar to the Super Saiyan 3 form, and that is also correct for yet another contemporary God of Destruction in training, that is none other than Toppo. So because we already saw the Hakai form of Toppo, we can sort of create a visual similarity between both of these forms, and that is why I have personally given this a violet like shading. I might be wrong here, this form might not be looking actually violet in color, It might be something totally different, I don't know about it yet, but the common consensus right now among the fandom is that this form might be having a violet color or maybe a primal red color, something akin to Super Saiyan 4. Both of them would really look amazing in my personal opinion, and I'm very hyped about this particular form. Moreover, the matter in which this arrived is definitely showcasing to us, and even from the words of Goku himself, that yes, this is indeed the Hakaishin form, the God of Destruction form that Vegeta was being taught by none other than Beerus himself. Now, as of right now, we don't exactly know how much mastery Vegeta has over this particular form, but because in the Tournament of Power we saw God of Destruction Toppo actually utilizing the Hakai powers, we can believe that this form is quite powerful because it is being trained by none other than the God of Destructions themselves for their own apprentice or basically substitute or stand-ins currently. And that is also the case for Vegeta as well, because now he is also using the mark of the God of Destruction with this sort of earpiece or earring, which is the mark of the God of Destruction. So overall, this form is pretty amazing in my opinion, and it is also accompanied by the aura of the God of Destruction, the fiery aura, but it is most likely going to be violet in color because that is sort of the contemporary color scheme of the God of Destructions. Once again, the parallels to God of Destruction Toppo is obviously going to be there. And beyond that, I feel like this chapter was a pretty good setup for this particular point, because here we got to see Vegeta going back to his roots, and he literally schooled Granola into the importance of training, because he himself had been at that particular pedestal once upon a time when he believed that he was the prime Saiyan candidate, when he was the prime example of a Saiyan. But then Vegeta goes on to meet Goku and he understands his mistake, and from that particular onwards his life totally changes because he starts training. He officially starts training, and for all these years we have definitely seen Vegeta train and train and train a lot. And I feel like the dialogue here is also pretty good, because he literally tells to Granola that strongest, second strongest rankings are well and good, but they are only a reflection in a moment of time. Once that moment has passed away, it is none other than history. And he gives his very own example while he's smiling here, and he says that, take me for an instance, I'm already stronger than I was a few minutes ago, and this dance of ours has made me much more stronger than I initially was. And after this, he is actually beaten down by Granola, he's taken down by Granola, but Vegeta literally laughs. He just laughs, and this particular plot point is sort of similar to the God of Destructions right now, because Vegeta laughs and says that, what fun this feeling has been, I have missed this for a really long time. There's no planet that I need to protect, there are no people that I need to save, I can just be me, I can be immersed in battle, this is my happy place, this is just the thing to get a battle crazed Saiyan's blood pumping. And after this particular plot point, he just immerses himself in the Hakai energy, and after this we get a huge discharge of this particular fiery aura, and this is something which even Goku notices. And after this we can see Vegeta transforming into this new Saiyan form, and this is absolutely amazing in my opinion. And before ending this chapter, Vegeta goes on to say that a God of Destruction taught me that the power derived solely from instinct is unbounded. Now, the obvious point of contention here is going to be, is this a form similar to the Ultra Instinct, or is it different? How strong is this? Is it stronger or weaker than Ultra Instinct? I honestly don't know about it at this particular moment, but obviously I can say without a shadow of doubt that Ultra Instinct is different and this form is different. Both of them have sort of different parameters in their own self. So overall, I can say without a shadow of doubt that this is indeed the new Hakai or destruction mode of Vegeta. We don't have an official name for it yet, but I guess he'll just call it Super Saiyan Destroyer or something like that. And either way, this form looks really good. The lack of the eyebrows might be a little jarring at the beginning, but it's quite fine honestly. And the eyes sort of resemble Ultra Instinct from some particular panels, but overall I feel like this is unique enough, this is different, and this makes the change quite substantial. Moreover, the hair. I was just about to forget this particular thing. The hair is much more spikier than your average Saiyan forms, than any average Saiyan forms. It sort of reminds me of the earlier sketches of Toriyama when he initially introduced Super Saiyan 3 forms. If you have seen that particular form, you can see that here behind in the back there is substantial hair growth, substantial spiky hairs, which are not generally associated with any other Saiyan forms. Mostly here in the back the hair is just straight and it is not so much spikier. and overall I'm really excited about this. So that's it for today, guys. This is the new form of Vegeta that debuted in Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter 74. So what do you guys think about all of these things? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more. Also join our Discord server for more, and join the channel membership for some exclusive perks and features. With that being said, this is Wonder WhyZ, and I'll see you soon on the next one.